We all have our small daily rituals. They range from a must-have, take-on-the-go morning cup of coffee or tea to double or even triple checking the front door to make certain it's locked behind us. However, whether we recognize them as rituals is another thing. For Shaylee Myers, certainly no workday could commence without her spending quiet time in the second-floor greenhouse of Crystals CuriosiTeas, her tea shop in Bray Harbor, California. Although, if you referred to this part of her morning routine as a ritual, she would totally dismiss it and tell you she just enjoyed the peace and quiet before she started another busy day peopling. She would climb the spiral wrought iron staircase to the second floor, pause at the top in the entrance to the small alcove office, and immediately close her eyes. This part, blocking out the sight of all the paperwork that screamed at her daily from the desk, was a must. Then she'd reach around behind her with her left hand and grip the handrail to keep her bearings. Stumbling blindly down the staircase was not her idea of the perfect start to any day. She'd draw in a deep breath, and because she had done this every workday morning for the past year, she would take exactly 4 steps to her left until she was well past the handrail and steep stairs it surrounded. And then she'd slowly blow out that initial cleansing breath. After that, she'd slowly inhale another deep breath and savor the pungent, earthy scents of recently watered soil and the accompanying spring-like fragrance of the plants and herbs growing in the planter boxes that filled her second-floor conservatory. Next, she'd open her eyes, smile at the vast array of greenery that surrounded her, and take a seat on the bench beside the potting table where she would sit for precisely 30 minutes to reflect on and give thanks to all in her life that had brought her to this moment in time. On occasion, her tranquility would be threatened. It would start with a churning in the pit of her stomach, and fleeting images would pop into her mind of her cheating, thieving ex-husband who had ruined her career and her reputation back in Santa Fe, New Mexico. She'd quickly draw another deep breath, releasing it along with her pent-up anger toward him. Then remind herself that sometimes when things fall apart, better things fall into place, and if Brad hadn't done what he had, she might well not be sitting here today. She would then give thanks, not only to him for his infidelity and scheming behind her back, but to Bridget Early, the woman who by her bequeathment had led her here and given her this new lease on life. The mother Shaylee would never get to know, except through the journals and letters she'd come across living in Bridget's cottage and running Bridget's tea shop.